Hello once again, witchy people. So the plan was I would make a video whilst I was crafting and just have a chat. And then I lost my voice. But I'm going to try anyway because it's a good microphone, so hopefully it'll pick everything up. So I have been working on the junk ephemera art journal, not journal thing. Anyway, I'll change the camera angle and we'll get down to it. So here you can see my very messy desk, my little sewing machine. This is, I got 3 sewing machines. I'll admit that. One was my great-grandmother's, and the 2 are more it's a hand crank machine. And my other 2 are much more modern, but this one's a tiny little one. And I find that I've got a brother machine. It's not an exceptionally expensive machine. It's, I suppose, lower range is what you would call it now. And it doesn't sew paper very well, whereas this really cheap, it's a Hobbycraft MIDI machine. Look, it's so diddy. See, look, and it's very light. So it's the Hobbycraft MIDI, and it's really good for sewing paper. And it's incredibly easy to set up. Anyway, so I was just thinking about what I was going to be doing, and I spilt coffee all over my page, which is just sod's law, really. I have painted over this. I didn't like it. It was too bright. And so I painted over it, and it came through on the other side, but much more muted. So I really love that. I finally finished the book. Oh gosh, see, my brain's gone completely. Bookmark. And the bookmark's got a bookmark in it. And it's really funny because I bought these as stickers, and I realised that they weren't actually stickers, so I sewed them on. And then I thought I'd have a play with my pokey tool and discovered, yes, actually they are stickers. I haven't got a second tag in here. I think I might maybe stick a journaling tag in later. So haven't done anything to those pages, haven't done anything to these, haven't done anything to this one. This one I've just added a little bit of, I would have if I could get closer. I can't change my camera view whilst my camera's recording. It's quite annoying actually. It's just the program I use. So this is one of the sticker flowers, which is a sticker. And I just cut around this, and I got my watercolour pencils out. I made the bookmark for this one, and it's the bottom of one of the Charlotte's Dream papers from, hold on, Charlotte's Dream collection from Kaisercraft. And I just cut out the word dream because I used the papers for something else, and I just thought I'd use that little bit there. Now, I do tend to sort of, when I'm doing crafting, I do tend to just get on with it and ramble on about what I'm doing, expecting everyone to know, because I do have, although I haven't uploaded in over a year, I do have another channel, which is mini albums mostly. So if you don't like that kind of thing, just turn me off now. I also made a little bit of collage of scraps here. I need to put a little label here with a word on, and it was going to say today, or maybe one day, I don't know, and I decided to keep it open slightly as a pocket, and that's just bits of scrap paper, a bit of scrap doily. I sewed it round. This is watercolour pencil. I ripped out, I made this whole little thing with the little bit of vellum that was here, with tags, and there was a little piece of vellum, and I made this tag, and it had another tag here and another tag here, and I ripped it out because I didn't like it. Which meant that on the other side of it, oh crikey, there's still more coffee. The other side of it is, I had to put some double-sided tape down here. It's red line tape, which you can also get blue line tape now, which is exactly the same. Red line tape, and it's a double-sided sticky tape that you can't tear it because this is plastic and it's quite tough, but it's really strong. So that's behind there, so this can't fully go back now, but I didn't want it falling out. So I can't believe I spilled coffee everywhere. Oh, I can actually, it's me. I put a couple of tags, see, that's the Charlotte's Dream collection paper, and I put those in the back here of this little flip. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. So my next page is going to be, right, I want to ink this one. I mean, I would love to have some distressed oxide inks, and then I found out how much they were, so I've decided not to. Can't afford that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm going to ink around the edge of this page with just a distress ink, and it'll probably be Vintage Photo. Not because it's the one I use the most, though it might be, but because it's got those hues of orange that go really well with the paper collection, and it's probably got quite a bit of walnut stain on it as well. Now I'm going to go over the whole page, simply because I spilt that coffee and it's bugging me. So I might as well. Oh. Itchy eye. So yeah, I woke up with a dicky voice this morning, much to my husband's delight. And the dog's been a little pain in the butt today. Because I couldn't shout at him when we were out and call him when we were out walking. He decided that he was going to go off and do his own thing. And I did say to him, I said, don't mess with the witch. I don't think he understood me. Okay, so now then, what did I do with it? Somewhere in this room, that's a big somewhere, I should have, okay, I can't find my spray. Okay, I was going to have a spray, but I won't, I'll just use it. So what I need now is, this will do, this is what I mopped up the coffee with. Kitchen roll's best for this, but, so I'm just going to sprinkle on some water, wait a couple of seconds, and then lift off, and it gives you that little effect. I want more on this corner. Like that. And when I do this, I usually keep the bits of tissue, funny enough, because they can make really nice overlays. So that will then be dried with my heat tool, and I will put on the bit that I made. Oh, good grief. Everything's soaking wet with coffee and now water. Yeah, I'm all it is. So I've got a bit of green on the page. I'm trying to get a little bit of green and or yellow on the page. This has got green and yellow. This has got a little bit of yellow here and through here, and green, obviously. This hasn't. The closest I've got is the little bee poking out here. But there's a lot of yellow here. This I managed to get the yellow and green in and tie it in. Like I said, I've still got to put the label on. There's my bit of green. This is sort of orangey. The vintage photo is sort of an orangey sort of colour. Ay, there it is. So I'm thinking of putting this here. I wanted to put it on this side, and then I taped it up the wrong way. Or I could put it here, on this side here. That might be quite interesting. But then I've got one on that side, and I don't want it to be too samey. Yeah, I do want to keep some blank pages. So anyway, I didn't actually want to talk about the crafting. I wanted to talk generally about witchcraft and some of the comments I've had lately. So, and I'm not talking back from the lovely people that usually comment. So I had a couple of comments, and I have started deleting them. Some I leave up because they're not rude at all. Though, well, they're not meant in a rude way, but they are cruelly meant when I'm told that I'm going to hell and that I'm dabbling with the devil. So it was the why do so many so many witches seem to have depression? And I was thinking about it very much so because of obviously this comment about it's because you're dabbling in witchcraft and playing with demons and the devil. So, and I thought, yes, I know I did sort of go into it a bit, but I did think to myself, you know, on the video I went into it a little bit, but I thought to myself, why do so many witches suffer with depression? And I've come to the conclusion that it is probably because, so I'm finding things all over the place, it's probably because we maybe have a deeper connection to the earth and the vibrations around us and energies around us, and that's why I believe we suffer with depression, because we feel it more. Hubby's home. So that's my hubby home, having a good laugh at me losing my voice. So I decided not to put this pocket here. I put it here instead, on the back of the page that kind of seeped through. And I'm a bit of a loss what to do, really, to be honest. And this is as far as I got. I really should find, I want something that says one day or today. So I think I'll look for an old book. Okay, so I found the phrase one day. I found it in this book. Now I got this book. I could have paid nothing for it, but I didn't. I paid 50p for it because most of the pages are missing. I can't find my other book, but this is Egg Poems, and I actually bought it because I thought I'd use this bit, the jackdaw's sign, and obviously it has got some nice words in it, and the back page is actually quite lovely. And it's got a little moral here which I quite liked. Yeah, and it's got quite a nice few little oh, what's the word? Words in it. But I can't find my other one anywhere, which is quite annoying. So this is where I absolutely ruined my nails and my fingers again. Inking up little tiny bits of paper. So yeah, the book was destined for the bin because it had pages missing, and I thought, nah, I'll have that. Now, I want it on about, I wonder if I've got any of this dictionary paper left. And have it this way. Actually, Or maybe a bit of that with the yellow. Yeah, I think the yellow. Okay, so back to, I mean, I don't understand why people of other faiths or spirituality feel the need to tell me that I'm wrong, that I'm not living the right life or in the right manner. Oh, that could be my new carpet. Back again in a mo. So yes, that was my new carpet arriving. It's only it's not a small mat, it's quite a large mat. Bear in mind how small our house is. I think it's about 5 by 7 foot, something like that. And yeah, it's sort of red tartan. It's to go in the dining room. I'm hoping that'll be big enough, like that. What do you think? I know you're all showing it should have been bigger, it should have been bigger, but I've got to make do with what I've got. I'm trying to use up as many scraps as I can and nothing else. Should I just sew through this a little bit? No, too much sewing. So, yes, where was I? Oh, yeah, I don't see why people of other faiths and religions feel the need to poke their nose into my beliefs and tell me that I'm wrong when I'm not. I may be wrong for them, but I'm not wrong for me. And I wouldn't dream of telling someone of another faith that they've got it all wrong, just because I don't agree with them, just because we don't see the world in the same way. You know, and I think this is partly the problem. And like I said, it's not the normal, everyday, sort of like normal Christian. And it was a Christian. It's what I would call fundies, you know, people that take it a step too far. Which is a shame, because when you get people like that, then people who don't understand Christianity, I'm only using Christianity as an example because it was a Christian who decided to write on, leave me a message on a video. But then people who don't know much about Christianity will assume that all Christians are like that. And they're not. You know, I mean, try to explain to a Christian that you can be a Christian witch, and they just, you know, it's almost like they recoil in horror. Some of them do. So, okay, that one's done now. So it's just a little... And I know it looks really untidy, but this is the kind of effect that I wanted. I wanted this scrappy thing. And I think I'm just going to stick something on here. Just a little... oh, I could put that there. That would be quite nice. It disappears on there, but I think it would look quite nice on there. Yep, that's going on there. And this was the printable. I think I either got them from the Paper Outpost, My Porch Prints. What's the other place I went? Junk with Steph. These are the main people. I think this is where I probably got all my downloads from. I think... yeah, have it there permanently. I was going to stick it with a... Oh yeah. My brain just doesn't want to work. I was going to stick it with a... one of these things. Staple! Oh dear. Yeah, but I don't think I will. What I will do is, right, I've got some green washi tape here. I know I've got some yellow somewhere. So So, like I said, this is just a random, I'm waffling sort of video. And I know that quite a lot of people who make it, once you get past about 50 subscribers or so, you know you're going to get some strange and odd, oh, I should have used that down there, people that think they know better than you about your own choices in life. The thing is, what does make me laugh is that there's sort of like, we tend to think in the pagan YouTube community that if you start getting fundies leaving messages on your videos, then you know you've made it. And I'll tell you what, I wish I had some a lot earlier. It would have made me feel so good about my channel. I don't want to cover up that bee completely. I think I'm just going to put this bit underneath here because I can. There we go. Right, what I'm actually going to do is... yeah, so as a rule, I tend not to mind, you know, all these "you're going to go to hell, Jesus is your saviour" sort of thing. The thing is, it's like I've said before, I think if I wasn't a witch, I'd probably be a Jew, so I still wouldn't be a Christian. So yeah, I probably still get the messages of. Now, if it was said in love, and it's like, oh, this is the path that I found, and, you know, I found Christianity and it felt so good for me, I wondered if you'd ever considered it, then yeah, that would be, oh, what a lovely message to get from someone. Because they're thinking of you, not themselves. But all this, oh, you know, Jesus is your saviour, find Jesus or go to hell. I'm sorry, I can't go somewhere that, for me, just doesn't exist. So there we go. What else did I want to have a chat with about? So I've done the depression thing, I've done about the message on the depression thing. Yeah, it's just kind of, I wanted to have a chat, which is a shame really, that whilst, you know, in the time when I wanted to have a chat, suddenly I haven't got a voice to chat with. So maybe I'll just put this on fast forward from here. I've had my little put my 4 penneth in, or 2 penneth. No, it's definitely 4 penneth this time. 4 penneth worth. And yeah, so I think I'll just decide what I'm going to do with these pages and let it run for a little while. But I just realised that's really, really crooked, isn't it? I mean, it's really crooked. It's cut straight to the bottom, but you can see it comes out like this. I quite like that. So, that one's done. That is, I mean, I could glue part of that down and make another pocket, but I actually quite like the fact that I could write on here and then cover it up, you know, partially cover it up. I can write on the back here. I can put a tag in here or a photograph. I've got a prompt. That's fine. And I shall go on to, oops, this one now, which is mostly dry, I think. I really do love this effect with the inks. I would like to, like I said, I will eventually get some Distress Oxide inks. I do have, oh, I do have these Versa Magic, which apparently do exactly the same thing. They're a combination of pigment and water-based ink, which just reacts differently with when you sort of like put it on your page. So that's the only problem. I love the smell of Versamark inks. If you get a Versamark, which is a permanent black ink, it smells like almonds. It's absolutely gorgeous. I am not an ink junkie. Okay, so I might just flip through and decide on another page to do. I don't know. I've separated some of my stuff out, so I've got some journal cards in here. Yeah, books and tags in here. So when I say books, all I mean is like flips, little booklets. So like this one, it's not actually a tag, it's a little booklet. So those are in there. I do want to do something with this page though. I just don't know what yet. I don't want too many plain pages. I want to be able to write around stuff. And, you know, I mean, I might colour it in. I don't know. Put it together. Make a large pocket, a top pocket. Oh, I could do that actually. Make a top pocket. But I do have a lot of pockets with these. This is a pocket. This is a pocket. That's a clear pocket. This is a pocket. This is a pocket. They're all top loading pockets because they're, as you can see, large envelopes. Yeah. And the cover of each signature is a pocket. Did I show you my... I did show you my... Did I show you my red cabbage dyed paper? I can't remember. So, that's my beetroot, that's my avocado. I did the onion. This is my onion dyed paper. And you see different papers took different... So this is an envelope. Different papers took a different amount of the dye. And I dried it up against my plastic tablecloth. And I've got... It's not an envelope, it's a big piece. Yeah, so I got some lovely patterns, as you can, I don't know if you can see the patterns. And then I made the red cabbage and I put I put lemon juice in with the red cabbage dye, and that makes it into a lovely, oh look at that, that's pretty, makes it into a lovely, can you see it, blue colour. So this is, oh, so this is what the red cabbage will do with lemon juice in it. If you wanted it to be like a more bright vivid red, then you would put in, I think it's bicarbonate of soda, baking soda, that sort of thing. So yeah, and that's a mixture of both. I think that's probably one of my favourite pieces. It's got some of the purpley colour red cabbage and then a lot of the... Anyway, so yes, and we had a lot of pattern of the tablecloth coming through. So I decided that I would just like residual press some of them in. So yeah, I got quite a few. This is just some of them actually. And these won't be going in this junk journal. The onion skin dyed ones might. But yeah, so my next one is, I'm going to do the red cabbage, and apparently you can dye with pomegranate skins. So I'm going to give that a go as well. It's definitely something, as I go forward to make my own, carry on making my own journals to sell on, it's something that I would like to say, you know, this is hand dyed paper and it's made out of 100% natural food product, not just food dye but food product. You see, and I absolutely love it. Anyway. So it's like this is just my spare piece of card that I use when I'm inking. I do it on there if I need a little bit of protection from page. It's done on there. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to put this on fast forward, and I do have a load of videos to sort out, and I'm so sorry I haven't done them yet. But I think it's going to have to be a matter of when I really want to do it, sort of thing. Like I said, I'm very busy at the moment. Excuse me. I don't have much time, and I'm wearing myself to a bit of a frazzle actually, which is why my voice has gone. So hopefully that will all calm down soon. Quite like that. Quite like that too. I might have that coming out the side there. Oh, I do like that. I'm going to have that there. I'm going to have that there, and I'm going to find my circle punch. I'm going to cut out a circle from something. Oh, where's that gone? Oh, no. I could do that one. There it is. That should be enough. Sorry. Yeah. Forgotten where I was completely now. This one. Yeah, that colour does match really well. Yeah, anyway, I should carry on with this and see how I go and decide whether I'm going to have this lime green or this dark green. I think it's going to have to be the more limey green. I just think it matches in with this better. Right. Okay, I'm going to ink and stick and yeah. And find a, what did I say I was going to do? I was going to put a picture somewhere. That was it. I was looking for those, wasn't I? Yeah. I'm going to stop waffling now. I may carry on recording and just upload me doing this. Okay.